What the fuck, dude?
Taking the lead.
Wait. No, dude, come on. I swear to God, if this is hacked. What the fuck, man? Come on. Bro, what is this? Why? Why can't I just play the fucking game? Wait, they brought back White Man Down? I haven't played this game in so long. What the fuck?
COVID-19!
Yeah, I did not miss this game.
Get off the bed. Come on, off the bed. Come on.
Okay. The fucking over, man! No, he was watching the doorway like a little bitch. This didn't used to be climbable. Yeah, this definitely did not used to be climbable in the old game. They made this way more accessible. So, as you guys saw, I tried playing BO2 today. I really wanted to play BO2 for this video, and just like in general for most of my videos, I want to like just switch to BO2. But BO2 has gotten to the point where it's pretty much unplayable. Really, unless you're playing Plutonium, you really just can't play BO2 because on console, it is just, it's ridiculous the amount of hackers, and just, even if it's not a hack lobby, you get maybe a 6-person lobby, and then, you know, after the game starts with only 6 people, you'll probably have the lobby just fill on its own to a full amount of that was disgusting. Oh my god, can we acknowledge how gross that was? What? But like halfway through the game, it'll fill up the rest of the lobby, and then that's usually when you get a hacker, or just like the game decides to fucking crash or something. Something stupid always happens. And then you just go right back to fucking sitting on the search menu for like 20 to 30 minutes. It's just so annoying. I can't play the game at all right now. And like, I'm playing Cold War on PC right now, so you might just be like, oh, why don't you just go hop on Plutonium then if you have a PC, so you have like the luxury life or whatever, right? Not really, because Plutonium is like every like sweaty ass player that's just non-stop played BO2 from day one and has just never left the game. That's where they go. They all go to Plutonium, so it's just not even enjoyable. If you've played Warzone or MW 2019 in recent, like, the past couple months, and you just realize how fucking sweaty that game is, you just can't fucking drop anywhere. You immediately just get shit on no matter where you go when you play Warzone, and then, like, when you play Modern Warfare 2019, same thing. It's just, like, instantly dead to anybody. It's literally the same thing on Plutonium. There's no difference. It's like, why even bother playing BO2 if it's gonna be the same experience as playing Modern Warfare 2019? And, like, it's kind of fucked up that I'm even comparing BO2 to MW 2019, but the thing is, like, if I'm gonna get just sweaty fucking lobbies all the time, at least I want to at least be able to play the game how it's meant to be played. Because like Plutonium is just, if you play free for all, I think there's like one snipers only free for all that you can play. That lobby is always gonna be on Nuketown. You're not gonna get any other maps. It's just straight Nuketown, and then you just get absolutely fucking obliterated. And it's like, I don't know, when I play games, I want like variety. I don't want to be on the same single map every single game. I get bored very easily. So like at the very least, I want to be able to like change it up a little bit, be able to play different maps, be able to like play with different guns, be able to do like different things. On Plutonium, you just don't really have that. And then like the TDM and domination games, again, stupid sweaty. It's like you're playing in a fucking CDL lobby. They think they're gonna go pro or something. I don't know. I just don't know, man. The game is so old at this point. It's just not even worth sweating over. I've always been a casual player. I think I said this during my revival day video, but I've always just been a casual player. I've never taken BO2 seriously. So with the game being so fucking sweaty at this like state on Plutonium, it's like, I don't want to play that. It's just, it's not fun for me. So for me personally, I can't fucking stand Plutonium. It's just way too sweaty. And then I can't play on the Xbox, or I don't have a PlayStation. I would never play it on PlayStation anyway. I just can't play anything on Xbox because it's literally like a 20 to 30 minute wait just to get into a hack lobby, or just get into a lobby where it's going to kick me out because the fucking game decides to freeze or whatever. So at this point, I've just gotten to the point where I'm like, all right, well, I'm just going to go play Cold War then, because I already can see the comments on this video. I can see people going, why would you want to play Cold War? The game is so bad. It's so terrible. It's like the worst COD ever. I'm not going to say it's a great game. I'm not going to say Cold War is a great game, but the thing with Cold War is this is the closest thing we have gotten to a BO2 Remastered. No way, they actually turned this into a map. That's actually hilarious. And before you get mad at me for saying that, just think about it though. Like, what other game have we had that's anywhere near what BO2 was like? You can maybe argue BO3 was similar, but like, I don't see it being at all similar to BO2 because of the fact that it had jetpack wall running, the zombies was way different, and then just like, in general, the game was just so different from BO2. But I've always seen Cold War as a more modern version of BO2, just because, like, keep in mind, this is the last time we'll ever get, like, a true COD. And I say that very lightly, but, like, this is the closest thing we'll get to a true COD ever again, because after this, they're switching strictly to the Modern Warfare 2019 engine. And the Modern Warfare 2019 engine feels nothing like COD. Any of the, like, old COD players will be able to tell you immediately, like, as soon as they feel Modern Warfare 2019 engine, it feels nothing like the old CODs. This is the closest thing we have to, like, an old COD feeling game. So with this being like the last true feeling COD, like it still has that kind of old COD movement, but it has like sliding mechanics, field upgrades, and like different stuff like that. Things that the new CODs would have. As far as gameplay goes though, this is the closest and smoothest experience that we'll have to like an old COD game. Holy shit, there were so many people there. But as far as gameplay goes, this is probably the closest and smoothest game that we'll have to like an old COD, probably for the rest of like the COD history, because I don't 100% know if they're gonna do a remake. And even if they do, they might do like updates to like the movement and stuff like that, just to make it feel more natural. Because if you've ever gone from one of the new CODs to the old CODs, it just feels weird. It feels so like sluggish and like slow. So like I feel like even if they do a remaster, they might still update to like this style of gameplay too. Damn. But yeah, as far as movement goes, this is the closest thing we'll ever get to an old COD. And then on top of that, if you like really like try to connect dots that might not even be there, this game was like literally just designed to be a fucking BO2 remaster without just like straight up slapping BO2 remaster on it. If you look at like things like the Pellington, it's basically a ballista. If you look at the LW3, L92 or whatever the hell they called it in BO1, and then on top of that, it's like very similar to how the DSR was in BO2. And then you take into consideration that they've literally remastered maps like WMD, which I call White Man Down. That's just an inside joke from middle school. Like Raid, Express, all those maps, they were all designed exactly to how they were in the original game. I don't think that's coincidental. I think the reason why they did that was literally because they wanted to do a remaster while calling it a different game. So, yo, no! Come on! Give that to me! Give that to me! And so here's the thing. I made a video almost exactly a year ago. It's literally 2 days off from exactly a year ago. I made a video talking about how this game was riding nostalgia's ass. But I don't think it's at all coincidental anymore. I'm thinking like back to this. I was saying that they were riding nostalgia's ass just to try and get people to play this game. And I still think that's kind of true to an extent. But I don't think that's exactly what they were doing. So here's what I'm thinking, right? Activision has, like, their standards, right? They have things that they want to meet. Well, one of the things they probably want to meet is they want new games coming out and doing numbers. Guess what? Last time they did a remaster, it was with Infinite Warfare. They sold a shit ton of copies of Infinite Warfare. But they didn't sell Infinite Warfare copies because of Infinite Warfare. They sold them because of MWR. And so, because of the fact that they were selling copies of Infinite Warfare specifically for MWR, Infinite Warfare's numbers were like the lowest player count ever. So Infinite Warfare's numbers were the lowest player count, like active player count ever in Call of Duty history. And it's not coincidence, because it literally came with Modern Warfare Remastered. Who the fuck would want to play Infinite Warfare when you got Modern Warfare Remastered for free with it, right? But on an Activision level, on a business level, that looks horrible, because that means you're selling copies but nobody's playing it. So it just shows that the game is ass, right? So it's telling Activision, you know, hey, these guys are making a shit game. So I think that's part of the reason why we've never seen a remaster again, was just because of the pay model that they went with to get Modern Warfare Remastered. So I think with this game, this is BO2 Remastered. This is like the closest thing we'll ever get to a BO2 Remastered, because I think the devs actually do care about like the community to an extent. Like they want to see a remaster, right? But Activision just won't let them. And this is all conspiracy theory, by the way. I'm not like 100% sure on this. I'm just fucking talking out my ass. I just want to make sure that's clear. But I seriously think that this is the closest thing we'll ever get to any kind of Call of Duty remastered. And I don't think it'll ever happen again, honestly, just because of the fact that this game, like, was just so absolutely shit on by the community. Fucking shit on this game. Everybody just ripped out their ass and shit on this game like it was Odell Beckham. And I think it was just because, like, the community was just split between two different groups of people. There was the people who didn't like it compared to Modern Warfare 2019, and all say Modern Warfare 2019, it was the best game in recent years, which it really isn't saying much because there wasn't much up until Modern Warfare 2019 that was actually good. You could argue BO3, but like I personally did not like BO3. And so you have half the people saying that Modern Warfare 2019 was better than this, and why are we not on the Modern Warfare 2019 engine, and Modern Warfare 2019 had this and this and this and whatever, you know. And then you have the other half of the group that was the die-hard BO2, BO1 golden era Call of Duty fans that just want it only BO2 or BO1 remastered. And so I think this game just got very underappreciated because of that. And like I said, I think this is the closest thing we'll ever get to a BO2 remaster or any kind of Call of Duty remastered. That dude didn't even see me. Oh no. Oh no. Did that just happen to me? Oh my god. No. Oh no. And he teabagged my ass. But the point I was trying to get at is I think this is like the closest thing we'll ever get to a fucking BO2 remaster or any kind of old COD remastered, because Activision just simply won't let a real, actual remaster happen. I mean, it might change now that we have Microsoft buying them out. If they continue with the way that they were going when this game was out and when Vanguard dropped and all that stuff, I don't think they had any plans of ever remastering another Call of Duty in their life. And from a business standpoint, I totally understand why they would never want to do that. It looks so bad on paper, especially from a business standpoint. You know, if your fucking investors are seeing you dropped a new game and you sold 12 million copies. It was probably more than that. But, you know, if your investors see that you sold 12 million copies and nobody's playing the fucking game, they're going to automatically assume your team is not doing anything. And you also don't want to be coming to your investors with a remaster and being like, oh, look, we remastered this game and sold 30 more million copies of a game that we made in fucking 2010. Like, it just looks bad for the developers. It looks bad for everybody. So I don't even remember where I was going with this fucking argument with myself. But, like, honestly, if you go back and you haven't played Cold War in a long time, I honestly think if you go back and play it, you might enjoy it more now than when the game was out, just now that the game is completely finished. I can't speak for everything right now because I've literally only been in the snipers only game mode or on White Man Down 24/7. I can't speak for like the entire like state of the game. Before this, the last time I played this game was probably close to a year ago. Like, the game is not as bad as the community made it out to be, and I think like if you go back and play it, you might actually be able to enjoy it now. And like, especially compared to playing BO2 right now, BO2 is such a hard game to try and play. It's just there's not enough of a community on BO2 on console, and then if you go to Plutonium, it's just a sweat fest. It doesn't even make sense to hop on there. And so it's like, this is the next best option that we have, and I think honestly this might be the last time we ever see like a traditional style COD, because this game just got so much hate from the community for how badly it was made and things like that, and I honestly never saw it as that bad of a game. People always complain about skill-based matchmaking. I never even had an issue with that. I don't know what it is, but I never had an issue with that. I mean, I mainly only played search and fucking like snipers only game mode, stuff like that anyway, so like I enjoyed this game quite a bit. But I think just because this game got so much shit during its lifespan, I don't even know if they'll ever come out with something even remotely similar to old CODs anymore, because everybody was like comparing this game so closely to MW 2019 and just showing so much more interest in that game. I think they're just gonna go all out and just start going straight to the fucking MW 2019 engine for every game in the future, so it's never gonna feel like an old COD again. They're just gonna continue to just go down that path of just what MW 2019 was. And this video is getting pretty long, so I don't want to get too far into this like topic, but I honestly think that because there's so much interest in MW 2019, we're never gonna get a Call of Duty that we actually truly enjoy anymore, because MW 2019 was such a camper heavy game. It supported camping so much. There were so many bad mechanics in it. It just was not a balanced game, and it was not, in my opinion, it was not enjoyable. And people just continue to praise it because it was the best COD in recent years, which again is not saying much. But because of all this praise, we're never ever gonna get something similar to the old CODs anymore. And so I don't think we'll ever actually see a true golden era COD ever again, like in the form of a new game. I think the closest thing we'll ever get to it is a remaster of the game. Like I said, it's very possible that they won't even do a remaster just because of like how bad it looks from a business standpoint. And I don't think they're ever gonna do a game similar to this ever again, just because it just got such a bad community response. And this was honestly the closest thing we'll ever get to a true COD again.